Sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but I have a question. It's about the N&N company. I'm not sure about a few things. Do you have a second right now?
I don't have time right now. Can't you tell that I'm busy without asking anyway? You always call me and won't leave me alone. You've been working for how long, and you can't tell these kinds of things? If it's that important, then you can just ask someone else.
I apologize for not being able to figure things out sooner on my own. With regards to the N&N company, who else can I refer to ask questions about?
Dude, I just told you that I'm busy right now, didn't I? You really can't figure that part out on your own? You're not a child that needs to be shown everything, right? You should learn to do things on your own already.
I apologize, sir. I'll ask Mr. David for who to refer to.
What? Why would you ask David? David isn't bored like you, and has things to do. Stop getting in the way of people's productivity.
I wasn't sure who else would know what to do, so I just thought of him. I'm sorry that I didn't think about it enough, sir.
Oh, whatever. Just leave it alone. I'll handle the case with N&N. You just transfer all of the documents my way. It's seriously such a pain in the ass having employees that can't do their damn job. I'm already pretty busy because the CEO sees potential in me. I can't do everything because I'm a little nobody.
Understood, sir. I apologize for causing so much trouble with you. Please, handle the case from here on out. Mr. James, can I ask what happened with the N&N case?
What? What do you mean what happened? I made sure that everything was completed while I was incredibly busy. I squeezed it all between my schedules.
Thank you so much, sir. If possible, would it be alright for you to transfer all of the orders and invoices from them?
Oh, you won't need to worry about that. I'm going to be handling the N&N company cases now.
Huh? Are you saying that I will be removed from the project?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've grown tired of your uselessness. I'll take care of it from here on out, so you just do what you can to secure another deal with a different company. Alright?
I'm not sure, sir. I was the one that secured the deal the other day with N&N company, so if at all possible, I would like to have all responsibility to handle the case till the end.
Oh, that's not going to be possible. I already told them that we've changed the point of contact. They told me that they didn't want someone who threw away their work duties so easily. They said that they wanted someone new and didn't want to hear from you anymore.
I didn't throw away my work duties, sir.
You did pass it my way, didn't you? You should think about what it feels like when people have to pick up the pieces all the time. You just work on sales, alright, buddy?
Understood, sir. I apologize for all the inconvenience I've caused you.
You're newlywed, right? I can't see this ending well for you. I hope you work hard to not get divorced. I'm not sure if that'll be possible with how bad you are right now.
I'll do my best to make sure that doesn't happen, sir.
Your wife was really beautiful, wasn't she? You want me to pick her up for you before she dumps you?
No, sir. I vowed to be with her for the rest of my life, so I will have to pass on that offer.
Ah, look at you being straight-edged. I don't know what your wife thinks, though. Someone as useless as you. She might want to break up with you right now, even.
I pray that that's not the case. But if that is the case, then whatever happens, happens.
Uh-huh. That's a really boring take.
Mr. James, do you have a second, sir?
You again? How bored are you, always talking to me? Unlike you, I actually have stuff that I need to do.
I only need a moment of your time, sir. The change in schedule suggestions that I asked for you to consider before I submit it. It showed up in my department as suggestion accepted.
Huh? Yeah, those were my suggestions.
I knew it, sir. I only showed you so I figured that it had to be someone that took my credit. You are aware that I was the one that made the document and suggestions, correct? Why would you do such a thing? Plagiarize.
You should have made your suggestions sooner. You took too long to submit it, so it's your fault. Besides, you were basically able to make the form because of my advice. In a weird way, it was all my accomplishment. That's why I suggested it for you.
But I did ask for your advice and opinion, true. But only a small portion of my contact reflected the advice you gave me. I think that it's a little bit of a stretch to say that it was all thanks to you.
What? Are you saying that you used that list? No, right? The CEO likes me. You understand? The person who the CEO of this company likes versus the guy that's just a regular Joe Schmo. Who do you think the CEO will listen to and believe? You don't need to think that hard to figure it out.
This plan, the thing with N&N company, I'm not sure what I did to deserve this kind of hatred to be directed towards me. Did I do something to offend you, sir?
Dude, I'm impressed that you haven't figured it out already. You can't do shit unless you have explicit orders. You don't report back anything, but you always ask me for help when I'm at least available to provide any kind of help. And then your marriage made everything worse. I can tell that you're distracted by your new life. You're not coming here to play around, you damn thief. And you realize that I, being your boss, have to clean up all the pieces for you. Do you understand? It's your fault for not being a good employee.
I really didn't mean for any of that to happen, sir. It seems that I have caused you a great amount of distress because of my attitude. I apologize. I will do whatever I can to make sure that this sort of thing does not happen again.
You really can cut the formal crap, okay? Honestly, I'd be happier if you just up and quit your job for me. If you have a problem with the way I handle my work, you just quit. I don't really think we'll have a problem with you leaving this job anyway.
I'm sorry, sir, but I just got married, like you said. I cannot quit that easily. I hope you continue to mentor me and help me with my career.
Wow. If that's what you want, then I'll make sure you don't have a reason to stay here at all. Then you can quit with no remorse, right?
I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, sir.
Just keep watching. You'll understand eventually. It won't take you long to figure it out either.
Are you cooking something up for me again?
You really should watch your tone towards your boss.
I'm sorry, sir.
If I were in accounting, I would cut your salary in half immediately. You should stop trying to figure things out like some kind of detective and just wait and see what happens like a good boy. Understand? It's not like you can do anything about it anyway. Just make sure that you don't add more work for me to take care of. It's seriously so tough having an employee that I can't use. Yo, Harold! Check it out! This is your wife, right? I totally stole her from you! She says that she's completely tired of her husband. I mean, now you don't have a reason to stick around and steal our salary, right? You lost your job and your wife. What a loser!
What is this photo about, sir? Why do you have a photo like this on your phone?
Well, it's because I took the photos, of course. She's let me take whatever photo I want of her.
I see. Is the woman that you're seeing consenting to all of this?
The woman I'm seeing? What are you talking about? You probably shouldn't be saying that about your own wife. Or wait, maybe it's that you don't want to admit it's your own wife doing this kind of thing.
No, it's not really about admitting if it's my wife or not. It really isn't my wife.
What are you talking about? No matter what way you look at it, it is your wife. You really need to face reality, dude. Kind of scary.
Well, actually, my wife has a twin.
Huh? What?
Yeah, so I'm sorry to break it to you, but that person isn't my wife. I'm gonna go ahead and be the one to tell you that you stole the CEO's wife.
What? No, don't play like that!
I'm not playing around, sir. My wife has a small but noticeable freckle under her right eye. The woman in this photo doesn't have that freckle, does she?
I'm sure it's just the angle of the photo!
I don't know about the truth behind this photo, but I can tell you that if you just bring the woman and look at her in person, you'll be able to figure it out pretty quickly.
You've got to be shitting me! I didn't know about that at all!
I don't think it's something that would get brought up in our regular conversations. I didn't want people to think or treat me differently because I was family with the CEO. But you really did something that is truly wrong, didn't you, sir? I can't believe you would make a move for the CEO's wife over some kind of cheap workplace drama.
No, wait, but look! I didn't know that it was his wife!
Right, you thought it was my wife.
Exactly! So this is something that happened entirely by accident!
It was quite odd that you went for the CEO's wife. However, you really shouldn't have gone for someone's wife at all. It's not very much an accident.
I mean, let's look at it this way. If we just keep it between ourselves, then this never has to hurt anyone, right? Right, Harold?
As much as I'd love to be on board with that idea, the CEO is my brother-in-law, and the woman in that photo is my sister-in-law. So, I can't really just let my own private life run rampant like that.
Oh, don't worry about it, dude. If you just shut up about everything, nothing has to happen and no one gets hurt.
I can't believe that his wife, that he loved oh so dearly, is cheating on him. My brother-in-law will be quite shocked. Personally, I want to tell him right now exactly what is happening. I even have a photo of the act taking place right now.
Hang on, Harold! I'm sorry for trying to make a move on your wife, and I'm also sorry for taking your work and claiming it as my own, but this is something else! Please, just let this go! Okay? Look, if I'm not around, there's a whole lot of work that won't get taken care of, right?
Oh, don't worry about the work duties that will need to be picked up. You always claim to be busy while loitering around the office all the time. The small amount of deals you had claimed as your own were all stolen from your employees. We all know that you don't do shit around the office. You not being around would make things work smoother, and I can't think of a single thing that will be more difficult as a result of your absence.
Wait! People are always saying that you look so busy all the time!
Oh, that's just sarcasm, clearly. Even with regards to the N&N company deal. Your decisions about the whole project were too terrible, so I was actually asked to take over it after you leave.
What? Who said that?
The CEO of N&N himself.
The CEO?!
Well, I've always known the CEO of N&N. We've always got along well. Because you took over the case from me, replies were slow, the work grew stagnant, and the CEO had quite a few complaints to file with you. He was actually pretty damn pissed.
But...
The only thing I can think of that would be annoying from your absence is... Oh, maybe that it'll be my turn to take out the trash sooner during the week.
Hang on, Harold! We're such great friends! You wouldn't want to ruin our special relationship, right?
If you want to talk about the kind of relationship we have, you shouldn't be surprised if I just told on you about everything to the CEO immediately, right?
Hang on! Seriously, wait a second! Let's sit down and talk about it first, okay? Please let me talk to you, Harold!
We really don't have anything else to talk about, sir. You just go ahead and talk to the CEO to explain the situation to him instead. You might actually be able to talk your way out of it with him. You always bragged about how you were his favorite, right? After I told the CEO about the whole affair, he called his wife and James to the office and had a three-way conversation. He bragged so much about how he was the CEO's favorite, but when it came down to talking to him, he was completely overwhelmed by the atmosphere of the whole thing. He was like a scared little puppy. There was definitely no way to talk his way out of this one. The CEO's wife was also deeply regretful of her actions. The two ended up agreeing to try to work out their relationship, and agreed to try to sue James for all the damages. Since the actual affair only lasted for a short time, he was only sued for about $10,000. But more than any of the money, he was known as the terrible man who went for the CEO's wife and succeeded. He was tired of the looks people gave him, and eventually, he quit his job after looking like he had just seen defeat and was depressed. After the whole thing and James leaving the office, I was able to work extremely efficiently. I actually was promoted to his position as manager. He was such a stressful person to deal with and just an annoying existence in my life. But I'm using him as something that someone should never do to help educate our new hires.